Hey guys, Adrian here, Kiku, Laker Coolman, and I want to start off by saying it is the start of summer, my official break. I always do an update video letting you guys know I have my 3 months off, and it is going to be a great 3 months. A lot of stuff has happened to me lately, and a lot of stuff I get to, I've always shared on the internet. I've been on the internet for a long time, and I thought it would be a great time because I watched an old video by Corey Vidal on YouTube. He made this, I believe, in 2008 about his YouTube story. What his YouTube story is, and a lot of other YouTubers have done this, throughout the years. I've never truly sat down and explained my whole story, so I thought I can try and sum it up within hopefully under the 10-minute limit here. Alright, I don't have a limit, but just under 10 minutes because I tend to ramble on. The AC's on in the background. I'm sorry, it's ridiculously hot, especially in this suit. Anyways, my YouTube story, something I just definitely wanted to get out of the way. And as always, as the summer goes on, I have a lot of stuff planned. I have my focus lately has been shifted to definitely just work YouTube, because there's a lot of stuff I want to see change. And there's a lot of stuff that's changed personally, and stuff I want to do, and goals I want to achieve. September 26, 2007. Today is June 17th, 2012. I shot my first technology-related video. You can go back on the channel and watch that. It's my introduction to my Cam Studio, using Cam Studio as a way to record my desktop on my Windows XP machine way back when. That I still actually have today and still runs fine. I also had a $20 webcam that I picked up, and I shot with that camera. This is some no-name brand. I honestly don't even know what the camera is nowadays. It's pretty broken, and again, it's $20, so I mean that just goes without saying. There's probably now if you watch it, it's like 240p. You can literally go back and watch those old videos. Nowadays, I shoot with like 1080p camcorders, phones, and this built-in iMac camera that I'm using today. I use editing software that costs, pretty substantial amounts. But it's definitely worth to go into the whole production of everything that I produce. That video I made September 26th actually wasn't my first video. It may now appear as my first video, but I started a little bit while back on YouTube making vlogs and making video responses to different things. Literally wrestling, stuff I was interested in when I was like 13, 14 years old. I filmed videos of me and my friends, venturing around the island I live on today for 6 years, Okinawa, Japan. I was born on this island as well. I uploaded all this random stuff that I wish I kept on private or unlisted back then, but YouTube had its restraints back then. And definitely something I never expected to come to where I am now. Making those videos back then, you never expect to upshoot. I'm not tremendously huge. I've made a following, I've made an audience, but I'm not tremendously huge. But still, I think a lot of people nowadays, the community has changed definitely, for the worse and for the good and for the worse. The site overall has changed. Some people now are so focused on numbers, so focused on partnerships, so focused on money, that they tend to forget what YouTube is all about, and that was community. Broadcasting yourself and your opinion online. That's what it was to me. Whether you have 1,000 or 100 or 200 subscribers, be thankful for what you have, because those are people on the other end of those subscriber numbers actually connecting, actually watching your content. To get in back a little bit into my story here, I started my first videos, I gained an audience, I was inspired by many YouTubers like Jimmy Arcon, Mobile Phone 2003, DRBUK, Mr. Bit10, Unique77, all these guys who made a huge impact on my YouTube career today, and my interest today. If you look back now, my most viewed videos are videos I literally would have never guessed would have made my most viewed. I actually deleted my very first most viewed video. It was an MSN hacking tip that I made when I was little, and I was disappointed with it. I mean, it was something I didn't want to be proud of that people would see, so I deleted it. It literally had millions of views, but literally the videos I made that have millions of views now, or hundreds of thousands of views, I should say, aren't videos I ever expected. So going into it, some tips I can give. Don't if you're aspiring technology or a vlogger, whatever you're doing, don't try and make that one viral video that you think aren't going to get a hit. It may not get a hit. It may go huge, but don't focus on that, because sometimes it's those videos that you least expect to become, thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. The reason I joined YouTube and the reason I produced technology content was because I like watching those other people that inspire me, wanted to inspire somebody else, wanted to give somebody some enlightenment on how to do this, how to do that. Solving their technology problems on Windows, later on Mac, and some on Linux. I started my first site, adrianstech.com, alongside Josh, or We493, as many of you may know him, and he's been with me literally for years and years on end, and I cannot thank him enough for that. I like I said, I started that website, adrianstech.com, using a blog. It was just a custom site, and then it turned into a blog. Later on down the years, I started digitaldojos.com, which I still run today with Duncan and all of them. And then it got transferred over to me, and I've changed it into a little bit of something I wanted to see and stuff I wanted to produce that I kind of missed the first time around. Now I'm starting on my latest project, Smarter Media Org, outsourcing or outreaching from technology, doing all sorts of stuff, math, science, history, all of that involved to teach people outside of technology the stuff that interests me, and I get to give my own opinion out. And the reason I joined YouTube overall, to kind of sum this up, is on the end of those videos, and the end of these videos, and I've gotten more natural at doing this now, talking to a camera and all of that, there's people on the other end. And it's about those messages I get. Still today, I get hundreds of comments, hundreds of messages that I never get to really overlook them all, and I apologize for that. But looking back and looking through some of them, those people who say, hey, thanks, this solved my problem. This helped me get my video done. This helped me edit this. This helped me fix my computer. This helped me buy this product. I got to see your review and got to see your opinions. Now I don't want to buy it. Now I do want to buy it. Those comments are what makes it worth it. I never came into this for the money, for the fame, for the recognition. None of that. I came into this to help people. Nowadays, I'm very fortunate enough to make the money, to get some recognition, to get a living, or be independent is what it is now. I get to be independent. I get to make my own earnings. I get to buy stuff like this iMac, this phone, these watches, all this crazy stuff. This suit. I would have never envisioned me shooting videos this professionally in a suit back then. But now things change. You change as the site changes, and you change to make things for the better. Definitely over time that happens. I got my partnership early on in this channel, early on in the YouTube days. I lost it later on, only to realize that what strengthened me into that fact that I was able to become more of an entrepreneurial, get that entrepreneurial bug, and outsource from just making money from AdSense. I made money from clients. I do client work now. I make money from private advertisements on my website. I make money from all different sorts of streams of revenues that I don't need to focus just on AdSense. I don't need to just focus on partnership and all of that. Don't focus on the money coming in, is what I always say. Focus on building the basis of an audience. Focus on building that communication with 100 people, 200 people, whatever it may be, and then focus on the money a little bit later on. Because definitely you should be rewarded for the content you do. I get to relate to an audience that is interested in what I'm interested in. I get to make connections with people across the globe. I get to, talk to people and communicate with friends I would have never thought I would have met. I know people on the internet more than I know my next door or my upstairs neighbors. That's the type of communication I've been able to accomplish through YouTube, through many other ways on the internet. So with this, I only envision to go more. Laker Coolman now is my channel for vlogs and some technology related content. Definitely Digital Dojos. I do more professional based tutorials, reviews, and news coverage. I do my podcast there. I do other stuff. Smarter Media, Smarter Media is my place for educational content and personal vlogs, daily vlogs, all of that stuff. I get to outsource. I get to do different things now on the site, and while the community isn't the same, while my views may have dwindled, while my subscribers may have fallen off with everything, and a lot of people were affected by the new search algorithm on YouTube and all that jazz, I do it not for the money. And I think that's what a lot of people get confused about. I think a lot of people think that I do it for the money, and money is great, definitely. I get to make, like I said, I'm 17, I get to make my own income. I get to make a really decent income for a 17-year-old to kind of shoulder myself and buy the things I want from this, not just YouTube. I know a lot of people think it's just YouTube videos. I do a lot of other stuff, trust me. But YouTube definitely gave me the starting. YouTube definitely gave me the grounds and the basis of what I do today. And I am thankful for that. I am thankful for my subscribers who have stayed faithful from day one, who have subscribed to me over time. And if you're a new subscriber, I welcome you to the channel. I hope you do check out my other channels. This is my YouTube story. I love to hear your guys' comments, video replies, all of that. And I only hope for the story to grow. I only hope that as I grow older, I will still produce content. From when I was 14 to when I'm now 17 going on 18. I get to look back at me 3-4 years ago and see the stuff I was doing, see the stuff that I was involved in, and the products I got, things I reviewed, all of that. I get to see what I looked like 4 or 5 years ago, wearing jerseys instead of a suit. It's ridiculous. It really is. Seeing puberty literally change over time with my voice. That's what makes YouTube great. And there's definitely been days where I've missed parties, missed whatever, to sit and shoot a video that I wanted to get out to you guys. And I wouldn't change a single thing about it because it's made me who I am today, and it's made me come to what I've come to today. It made me all the success, all the ups and downs are worth it in the end. That is my YouTube story. Hope you guys enjoyed. Love to hear yours. Thanks for watching.